conspired against you in the most malicious ways. And whatever it is they thought they were doing to come in between a divine union is clearly a failure. As we focus on what's happening here, you had to get into Queen of Swords energy. You had to exert boundaries. And this may have come to like a surprise by you, because you may have really not understood why is it that these people were coming against you. That shows that you have a truly genuine heart, because you couldn't fathom the depravity, the evil that these people conspired against you. Because literally, you had to recall the things that you experienced. And a lot of things that you experienced was not anything that was warranted by you. This was because people were jealous, vindictive, and wanted to see you literally homeless, destitute. They wished a lot of projections onto you. And a lot of it had to do with things that stem from your childhood. You've always had this light. You always had this glow. And furthermore, this represents the divine feminine, divine masculine. You may have had a union that has lasted ever since you were children, or, it definitely is a long lasting union. And people saw the beauty, people saw the favor and the connection, and they wanted to destroy it. But justice is coming in, because we also have the 10 of Cups here. Everything these people thought they were doing to interfere with this connection, because there definitely was an Emperor in the reverse, of somebody that was malicious, jealous, a very demonic, deviant, masculine energy. They're seeing you succeed. They're seeing you overcome all the obstacles that they put out there, and it's got them feeling distorted. They literally feel caged, because that's the energy they wanted you to be in. They wanted you to feel caged in. They wanted you to feel like there were no options out here for you, that you were going to be in a situation where you were tormented and you didn't know where their attacks were coming from. But you discovered that it was a deviant masculine energy in the inverse. It may have caught you by surprise, because people tend to put women in a very messed up light and think as if women are the only ones that can do diabolical things. No, this was a warlock energy, a masculine that was very covert, that was jealous and vindictive of this true harmonious union with the masculine and the feminine. So they encouraged a lot of negativity when it came to the divine feminine and divine masculine. But what we have too is the Chariot is here. So there's a lot of movement coming forth with this connection. And whereas once the masculine may have been in this very distorted energy, not necessarily sure why they were spiraling out of control, because they were operating under spell work. There was no coincidence why the divine feminine and divine masculine may have been in this 10 of Cups energy and then ended up being completely destitute. They wanted you to be this way. But by you asserting your boundaries, divine feminine, you got into that Queen of Swords energy and you did not back down. This really caught them off guard, because many of them thought that you could be someone that you do not look as intelligent as you truly are. You may be someone that you literally stay out of the way. And they just assume that you have a gentle spirit, that they could take control over you, that they can ruin you, that they can bring destruction to you and to the masculine. Many of them also could have thought that you were very immature, because you may have the optimism of a child. You could be someone that you have high dreams and hopes, but that prevented you from succumbing to these towers that these people brought to you. This whole operation was at the hands of a deviant, demonic, masculine energy. But you have justice here. Everything that they wished on you, you're beginning to see that it's happening to them. And the fog is cleared. This masculine has movement coming forward. When it comes to this connection, this represents completion. This has been a long cycle. Look, we see the 11 and the 7 here. Because literally, out of everything that you've gone through, you've rose. And you've also provided a guiding light for the masculine to rise to their position, to no longer feel as if they had to be in a very karmic cycle. They wanted the masculine to jeopardize the connection. There was a lot of lies being fed by this Emperor in the reverse. Someone definitely abused their power, and they used their position as a way to yield some type of control over the masculine and the feminine. But this has been a major spiritual awakening process, and what is happening is that You're on the top of the wheel and they're literally on the bottom. And they have already been defeated. You're going to begin to hear and see that all the things these people have done against you, divine feminine, against the divine masculine, these things are going to be exposed. They're exposing themselves because now they're beginning to spiral out of control. You had the power to choose yourself, divine feminine, Queen of Swords. Even in the process of choosing yourself, you may have had to draw the line between you and your masculine for a time. But this needed to happen in order for true clarity to come here, to reveal who this truly deviant demonic emperor in the reverse is. And so you're going to have your 10 of Cups, and they're seeing it. Justice is served.